What's up, guys? It's Magically122, and I'm back after a year of being gone from YouTube to make you guys some more videos. This is Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, but I'm going to be back probably with some other types of videos other than this game. But we'll see what's going to happen. Anyways, this is the park I built called Around the World. I built it a while ago. Unfortunately, I did not completely finish it because of the reason that people started getting like lost and stuff because I didn't build the paths correctly, and there wasn't really much I could do to fix it because the park was already so big when this problem started happening. So the park rating went down. It was at 999, now it's at 600. But the reason I didn't finish the park was because of this same reason, that I didn't really see a point since the park rating was down, and if I kept building, the problem would only get worse as the park got bigger. But anyways, this is a really cool park. It's got several different biomes with themed rides and scenery, and I thought I'd just show it to you guys because it's actually, I think it's still a really cool park even though I didn't finish it. Anyways, this is the entrance area right here, and we're going to move into the Egyptian area first. So the first ride we have here is called Arabian Adventure. It's a magic carpet ride. It's got some nice cool scenery around it. And then if you keep moving down the path, we have Sand Scorpion, which is this little junior coaster, which is actually, I think, a pretty cool ride. I don't know, it goes in and out of the ground and comes out again, and I don't know, it's just, I think it's a pretty cool ride. But it got okay ratings. I mean, it's a junior coaster, so 5.71 excitement. It's decent for a junior coaster, and it has made me a lot of money though, $57,000 in profit. So it's definitely a good ride. Then we got a mini maze further up along the path. We've got a little roto drop thing that is not very popular. I'm guessing because I have to raise down the price a little bit, because as rides get older, people are not willing to pay what they did before for the ride when it was newer. But anyways, we got jet skis here and the little oasis. Again, same thing. I'm going to have to raise the price down a little bit lower to get people to ride it. But there we go. And so this is the roller coaster of the area. This is what I think. I like this roller coaster a lot, actually. I think it's really cool. I think the coolest part in it that I built was this little cobra roll, this giant like cobra roll thing that I built right here. You're going to see the cart go on it right now. It's just kind of like this half loop, then a barrel roll, then another barrel roll, and I think that was really cool. This ride, Pharaoh's Revenge, did get pretty good ratings. I mean, the intensity is a little bit high, but the excitement compensates with an 8.05. I mean, it's not the best, but it's a decent ride, and it's made a lot of money. I'm thinking like $95,000 in profits. So yeah, it's a great ride. This is okay. Snake, this roller coaster right over here, I think is actually my favorite ride in the whole park. It's like Sand Scorpion in that it goes in and out of the ground, but it's an LAM launched coaster. Here, I'll give you guys the underground view. It kind of starts underground, comes out for a second. We're gonna see it right now, and then it just does all these, like, it comes out and does the inversions basically, and then it goes back in the ground. But yeah, I thought it was an awesome ride. I gotta keep this moving since this park's so big. And then we got a little nice low intensity ride, the desert trek, and I think I'm also gonna have to. No, people are riding it, so I don't have to lower the money. Let's move on to the water area. Let's skip over here. This is like the second area of the park I've built. We start off, we got the Waterworld sign, of course, with the nice decorations, and then we have like a little flippy ride, tumbler, I guess. It's a good ride, a nice little thrill ride that people tend to enjoy. We do have a mega rapids, or a water rapids ride that is actually pretty popular and has made a lot of money. And I think these rides are awesome because they can fit so many people on it. Like, how many people are on the ride right now? 48 people are on the ride. That's like close to what a roller coaster gets. And I mean, they're nice and fast to build, and they're cheaper than roller coasters too. So I thought that was really cool. Mega Rapids. We got a cash machine, of course, and then we have 6. 6 is, if you're wondering what that is, it's a number of drops this ride has. 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and then 5 and 6 right here. And then this actually is a very, very popular ride. We have 68 people on the ride. Actually, I think that was the same number as Mega Rapids. But yeah, it's a great ride. Again, same thing like Mega Rapids. Cheaper than Coaster, but it's still Got a very high excitement rating, low intensity. So these are good rides. 6.47 excitement. That's good. We got a log flume ride over here. Ultimate River. I think that's a pretty good name. Again, same thing. With these water rides are great rides to have in your park. 5.68 excitement rating, while a relatively low intensity rating. The Wetwood, the wooden roller coaster, and then yeah, it's very creatively named. I think this is a pretty good coaster. I mean, it's. Whoa, let me check out the ratings. Yeah, the ratings are good. Again, I tend to build coasters with higher intensity, but I mean, they still have high excitement, so it's alright. It's a very popular ride. I think that's a full cart, but yeah, it's made lots of money, about as much as Pharaoh's Revenge. Then we got the triple water things. We got a submarine thing, which is and some water tricycles and rowing boats, but I guess they're currently closed right now. They need to be repaired. We'll get a mechanic down here soon enough. Oh, and I think I missed this. This is like the little food area. It's getting around a lake. We got a couple stalls, and people just hang out and eat their food. It's awesome. And then this coaster, it's the water coaster. It's cool. I mean, the one problem with the water coasters are that the trains are so small, so it's hard to. They can't fit that many people on the ride at one time. But it's a good coaster. I mean, high excitement, a little bit higher intensity than the other water rides, but I mean, it's a fun ride. I would definitely ride this ride in real life. It's cool. I'd ride pretty much every ride in this water area, and I'm not exactly the most. I'm not the biggest daredevil there is when it comes to roller coasters. But anyways, let's move on to the Halloween like scary part, or what did I name it? Yeah, Halloween Forever. Yeah, we got a vertical drop coaster called Headless Horseman, which I believe, yeah, it crashed and then it's totally glitched out where I don't know. Yeah, people just don't want to ride it, I guess. But there we go. I just kind of fixed the crash, but it's crashed a lot. It's because of it just doesn't stop. You get stuck at this one part in the drop and it kind of crashes. But I mean, it's an awesome ride. It was very popular before. I mean, it's got insane vertical G's. That's why the intensity rating's again pretty high, but the excitement's high too. And it was pretty popular, so I liked it. All right, next we do have a little a motion simulator, a freak movie, very creative, I know. And we've also got a jack-o'-lantern. It's one of those spinning rail coasters, whatever the things. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, and this is a good ride, I think. The excitement rating is very high. Well, not very. Well, yeah, it's 7.1. It's pretty high, and the intensity rating is relatively low. So these are some good rides to have in your park. I mean, of course you want the higher intensity rides like this, but you do want the bulk of your coasters to be lower intensity, higher excitement. That's what you want to aim for in this. And then we got the food area, some kind of like marshlands, boggy area. Got a haunted house, of course. You got to have a haunted house in the Halloween area. That gets very, very little business. I'm going to lower the price down just in case people were thinking, yeah, they just don't want to pay that much to get on. But yeah. Okay. The Halloween area, yeah, pretty small, 4 rides. Here's the space area. The space area is kind of cool. Okay, we got the Dodgems thing, basically the bumper carts. I guess I named them space carts because, I mean, you got to theme it as space. And here we go. We have also the space shuttle thing, and then I thought a multi-dimensional coaster would fit the space area, so it's called Spacewalk. It's got a high nausea rating. That's the thing with these multi-dimensional coasters, because there's so much twisting and turning and stuff, they get high nausea ratings. And I mean, the excitement rating's okay, I guess, but yeah, it's a decent coaster. We got Lunchtime, which is a nice one of these, what are they called? Vertical drop rides or something? Free fall rides. And it's made a lot of money, actually. It's pretty decent. And, I mean, high intensity, lower excitement, but it's alright. Gotta have some of those rides. And then we got the food court area, kind of on top of the whole area, overlooking. It's pretty cool. And next to the food court area, we've got the entrance to Into Orbit and Back, which is just one of these coasters. I forget what they're called. They kind of go all the way up here, and then they come back down like the vertical drop coasters or something, free fall roller coasters. Really cool, I think, to have in the space area into orbit and back. I think that's a good name. And then we got hyper jump, which is one of those what are they called again? I don't know. I forget the name of the coaster, but I designed this one myself. And it's an awesome ride. You can just see how it kind of spins all the way up and down, then goes back up, spins and stuff. It was actually really annoying to get it to work perfectly. I mean, these things are kind of hard to build, these kinds of coasters. But yeah, it was still fun. And then we got the space carts, more bumper cart type things. And moving into that's it for the space area. We got some low intensity rides like the Dodgems, and then we got some higher intensity rides like the free fall and the multi-dimensional coaster. All right, so here is the Camelot. That's what I named it, but it's basically like the medieval themed area. We've got Knight's Carousel. Yep, and I mean it gets see, this is where people get confused. They're heading for Wetwood, but then they're trying to go down the queue line here, and I mean they get confused. It's the paths, but I mean, okay, Carousel, and then we got the Enterprise ride. Again, one of those lower excitement, higher intensity rides. This is low intensity, very low intensity, 0.6, yeah. Just for the low intensity guests. And next we've got one of these duplicate coasters, Blue Knight and Yellow Knight. I think this is a really cool design because it kind of starts out, it launches out of the station and then does the two helixes, and then does one of the loops around and does a loop inside of a loop, which I think those are cool, and then a loop again and goes back into the station. And the original idea was to have them launch at the same time, the Blue and the Yellow Knight launch at the same time and just run at the same time, but the problem was that when they're facing opposite directions, they don't sync up right. So you have to face them in the stations have to face in the same directions for the sync button to work. So they just never synced up, but I just thought it'd be cool to have like kind of this coaster reflection thing, so I kept it anyways. And then here we've got one of these King's Carriage. It's one of those spinning wood coaster. I forget, spinning wood cart coasters. This is I think this is a good ride. Again, good excitement and lower. It's on the lower side for intensity for coasters. It's a pretty popular ride. Made not so much money because this medieval area is just not my newest area, so it just hasn't had that much time. And then a spiral slide. I mean, I chose the medieval looking rides for the medieval area, of course, and I mean the spiral slide kind of has this I don't know, Camelot look to it, I guess. All right, then we got the food court, and behind the food court we've got one of the most popular ride, Knight's Joust. It's just this awesome go-kart track that I built. I was originally gonna encase the whole thing and make it an indoor go-kart track, but it just wasn't working out, and it just wasn't working out, I guess. So this has made more money than the coasters, actually. Let's check how much this has made. Yeah, so about as much money as the coaster, and that's actually very good since it's a go-kart track. Anyways, let's move on. Let's look at the ice area as our last biome area. I mean, okay, we've got the snow cups. Snow cups were just basically one of these. I think it's a low intensity. Yeah, low intensity ride. Low excitement. If you're wondering where I got this, because I customized this scenario and I just put in all the rides that I thought really fit into a certain type of biome, basically. So that's where I got it. It's not in Snow Cups isn't in most scenarios, so that I don't have any like mods or some kind of weird expansions or anything. That's just where I got it. It's in the game already. But all right, and then we got some choppers, and I named it Rescue Mission because it's sort of like, you know, somebody gets stuck in the avalanche and then the chopper has to come out and save them. But again, low intensity ride, higher excitement though. Well, higher excitement than the intensity, but still low excitement. All right, and here we got the food court with some nice ice castles, some first aid, some cash machine, some food, and then this is an awesome coaster. I think it's called Aurora. Basically, I made it all white and then made the carts a rainbow color, and this is a really cool ride. I think it's got, again, it's like these are how I build my coasters for some reason. They have high excitement and then they're pretty intense, but I mean, that's why I have some junior coasters and stuff like that for the lower intensity guests who still want to ride some roller coasters. And I think this is a really cool ride. I like the name of it and how I did it, how I made these carts rainbow. But yeah, and then we got another motion simulator, Arctic Voyage, I guess. And up here, we've got Santa's Sleigh. And it's just this bobsled coaster. I've actually never built a bobsled coaster prior to this, and I thought it was kind of annoying actually because they couldn't go too high, and that's why I had to raise up all this land, and it made it look all weird, and it was kind of annoying and cost a lot of money, but it's okay. I mean, it's a good ride. It's got participation from people. I got a bunch of rides broken down right now, and the mechanics will get to them. It's just because there's so many rides in this park. So, and then we got another one of these rapids rides called Winterland. It's not as popular as the other rapids ride in the water area, but I mean, it's a decent ride. It's got, again, lower intensity, higher excitement. That's what the water rides tend to do, and that about sums it for this park. I mean, it did take a long time to build. It was a lot of fun, and it was a big disappointment to me when I figured out that all the guests were getting lost. And as you can see, the park rating is going down even further because people are getting stuck. But I thought I'd show you guys this park anyways. I mean, it's not in any way an example of what kind of park you want to build because, yeah, look at this park with the most confusing layout. It's just the people in this game aren't too smart, so they can't navigate the paths. But I just thought it was a cool park. I thought I'd show you guys. I thought it was a cool video to like kind of intro my coming back to YouTube. And I hope you guys are gonna keep with me, and I will have some more Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 videos coming out very, very soon. So please comment, subscribe, like my video. I value your comments a lot. I try to respond to as many as I can. And yeah, so I'll talk to you guys later. See you guys in my next videos.